What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out another video. First, I'd like to say hope everyone's staying safe out there. The world's crazy. Man, we've managed to get ourselves in a world of shit. So hope everyone's staying safe. Remember to be friendly to the person next to you. Again, it's just crazy, the fact that everyone is the way they are. It's crazy. So on top of that, I'd like to thank everybody that's hit that sub on the channel. I appreciate it. It helps me drive to make more videos. Thanks again for that. And everyone else that's not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. And again, I appreciate it. So I'd like to bring you guys to a closing on the engine. So finally I've gotten it all buttoned up, and there she is. You guys knew about some of the changes, some of the hurdles that I had to pass over, but it's all done. As you guys can see, I went with a set of the M series heads from Frankenstein. I still have the GMPP heads. They're pretty much sold. I've got a deposit down on them. But I shifted to these heads because overall, these are just a better head for the money. I don't really want to go into the details. I mean, anybody that builds LSs, you just know that Frankenstein builds a set of badass heads. So not only that, these are 6-bolt heads. Granted, this is not a 6-bolt block, but these heads can definitely be used from something like that for the future. And on top of that, the thicker deck height on them, better for boost, and the 11-degree valve angle on them. The GMPP heads are a 15-degree angle, which is fine, but the 11-degree angle definitely gained me a little bit of a clearance when, measuring the piston to valve. And then on top of that, the CCs are bigger, so my compression actually went down, which is what I wanted, because with those heads, this engine was going to be a little over 11-to-1, and I plan on boost it, like as you guys know, with the VS Racing 94mm that's sitting over there. But and that's okay. I just wanted to bring it down a little bit because I do want to be able to run the engine on pump gas from time to time when cruising the streets or whatnot. So M311 Frankenstein heads, still stuck with the LS9 gaskets. It's got a set of BTR Trunnion Upgrade Factory LS3 rockers, Motion Raceworks valve covers. This has the AN fittings in them. These are actually pretty nice units. I had to wait a little bit for these because they were a little behind on their orders, but I'll end up running the coils in a different location, build the plug wires, yada yada. These are your typical Flowtech 3-inch collector turbo manifolds. You can either run them up and forward, down and forward. I'm going to try to get away with them this way. Motion Raceworks steam kit, Super Victor 4500 flange Edelbrock intake with their Dash 8 Edelbrock rails to match their intake, and then a Wilson's manifold 4500 billet aluminum deal there on the top for the elbow into their throttle body. So should see some good power out of this guy. It's got a dent in it. I bought this secondhand, both combo here, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'm gonna end up having to cut this back off anyway because I'm gonna be welding on a V-band on this deal. So I've got the alternator bracket here from Jegs, the low mount. I'll end up running like a turnbuckle style down here at the bottom for the bottom mount. I'll get it to where it's sitting nice and away from the manifold here. And then I ended up getting the oil pan pulled back off. Got the Dash 10 drain here with the cap on it. And then I did the exact same thing on this side because I'm obviously going to be single turbo, so I'll be probably feeding it from this passenger side with the option of going to a twin turbo double drain. That's why I did that. While the pan was off, I might as well go ahead. It's not going to hurt it to run it with that cap, for the pretty much duration of the engine. It's just I wanted to have that option there in case I ever did twin turbo the car. The drain's already in place. Obviously, you guys can see there's no injectors. I still got to get injectors. I'm going to be starting out with a set of Bosch 210s. We'll be going that route with that. And that's pretty much it. I got to get a water pump on it, obviously. I'm going to end up ordering one of those electric deals. Hadn't quite decided on what I want to do. If I want to run the mounted to the engine style or remote mount down on the frame somewhere. I don't know. I haven't got to that far. Probably actually won't mess with that until the engine's in the car. And then that's pretty much it. This thing's ready to drop in, and really it's ready to go. Got the Motion Raceworks timing indicator, ATI super balancer. So this is it, guys. I mean, these are the parts that you can get off the shelf. This is not some crazy build. I mean, was it a bit pricey? Sure. Could you do it cheaper? Probably. But you know, I'm just a one-man team in the garage here. I'm not sponsored by nobody. You know, this is all hard-earned money. Like, it's not, you know, this isn't a shop build that they're, you know, it's their engine or something. This is all my stuff. It's just taken me a little while to get there. So that's that. And then as far as the car's concerned, we're still chipping along. Got the cage in it. Obviously, you guys seen the last video. And then the shifter's coming out. I just ordered yesterday a Mark Mickey shifter for this thing. So I ended up picking up one of these precision shifters, PPP shifters, which the Mark Mickey one's built off of these. But I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this thing. I bought it secondhand, and it's in good shape. I'm actually trying to sell it right now currently, and there's really nothing wrong with it. But I just feel like the Mark Mickey units are a little bit better. So I decided to go ahead and let this go. I've got it up for sale. Let me know if you guys are interested in the comments. Send me a message if you guys are interested. But the old B&M here, I love it. The quality is great. It's just clearly not set up for a Turbo 400 build. So anyway, that's actually going to go to my dad. We're going to get that put into the 70 Chevelle that he owns. So we've got a twin turbo build that we're going to be doing on that. So, but as far as the car's concerned, go get the shifter in it. And then I'm going to start wiring the car. I'm going to get the cage welded up with a lug here, and get the battery put in place with disconnect switch and all that good stuff. So it's coming along. I'll get the HVAC delete plate put up there and mounted, because the next order of business, once the wiring is complete, will be the cowl for the wipers. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you guys are familiar with F-bodies, you'll know that these cowls on these cars are ridiculous. Like, they hang over like a tremendous amount. I mean, look at all that you can gain by cutting all this off. It's insane. You lose all that. So that's gonna be the next order of business, is to get that down and out. Once that's down and out, I'll cut it. I'll fab up some sheet metal, tack it in place, get it all looking nice. Then get the manual brake conversion put in place and manual steering. Once that's complete and I get the turbo in, the mounted, and I figure out exactly like that piping, then everything's gonna get painted up there, and that's pretty much gonna be the final assembly. I'll end up putting the engine back in, and that's that. So moving forward with it, drive shaft, really, that's the only other thing. Once I get it all in, the Turbo 400's in the car already, but I'll get it put behind this. I actually picked up a brand new PTC 10-inch converter with their flex plate deal for the Rossler Turbo 400 that's in the car. And that's it, guys. This thing's gonna hopefully scream. I'll have to, big thing that I'll have to purchase after that will just be the Holley. And I decided at the end of the day, I wasn't gonna go with the Terminator. I actually originally thought I was gonna go with the Terminator, but I think what kept me the most of staying away from the Terminator was the limited inputs and outputs. I feel like I was gonna put myself in a position where I was gonna spend the money on a Terminator and then have to resell it because I wasn't gonna be happy with it in the end. So I thought to myself, well, why don't I just go ahead and fork out the money in the beginning and get the Dominator? That way I don't have to fight that battle, and then you're good to go. So I'm sorry, guys. This is definitely just one of those videos where I talk about the car. I don't have anything productive to show you. I mainly wanted to start the video just to let you guys know that, hey, I do appreciate all the subs. I read all the messages, and you know, like I said, it's what helps me keep going on it all. So I will continue the build for sure, and I'll bring you guys along for the ride. So make sure you guys pay attention to the next set of videos. I might actually get a video going with the cowl delete. Pretty straightforward. You just make sure you pay attention to where you're cutting. You cut it out, form it up with some cardboard, and you get your sheet metal and you cut it out accordingly and you tack it in place. So it's not it's not like a big project, but I figured I would at least maybe display it on the channel, let you guys know like what's happening with it. There's another thing I got to show you guys. I picked up one of these Motion Raceworks screen mounts. They mount it like that. Basically, it's gonna mount on the column, and it's gonna hold the Pro Dash that I'll end up running from Holley. It's their I think it's like 6.86 Pro Dash or whatever. That's the mount for my Motion Raceworks steering column that's in the car, or playing over here to the side. So really, that's it, guys. We're chipping along. We're moving right along. Things are moving good. I think it's gonna be real good to say that probably by the end of the summertime, leading into fall, maybe possibly early winter, which I guess would be fall. Anyway, that's probably when I'm gonna try to have the car done. The good thing is my job is gonna slow down quite a bit at the end of the summer, so I actually will have like quite a bit of time to work on the car, which is good. And then just, you know, send the money, get the parts, right? That's all it is, just money. So that's that, guys. I'll leave it at that. Cut it kind of short for you. I just want to let you guys know that I do appreciate it. Again, please hit that subscribe button for me, like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.